What would you do if you caught your own mother sneaking into your home, her face pale with panic on your security feed? That's the question I wrestled with as I stared at my phone, thousands of miles away, watching the impossible unfold. My name is Ellie, and this is the story of the night my world tilted, revealing truths I wasn't ready to face. I'd been living in Seattle for 3 years, carving out a life far from the small Ohio town where I grew up. My cozy apartment was my sanctuary, bookshelves stuffed with novels, a coffee mug always half full, a blanket draped over the couch. It was mine, earned through late nights at my graphic design job. But Mom? She was back in Ohio, or so I thought. We hadn't spoken in months. Not since our last fight, when her words cut deeper than I'd ever admit. "You're too selfish to understand family, Ellie." I'd hung up, vowing distance. She didn't get me, never had. That night, I was in Tokyo for a work conference, jet-lagged and scrolling through my phone in a hotel room. My security app pinged at 2 a.m. local time. An alert, motion detected at home. I opened the feed, expecting a raccoon or a faulty sensor. Instead, there she was, Mom, in my living room, her flashlight beam darting like a nervous heartbeat. The alarm blared through the app's audio, and I saw her flinch, her hands trembling as she fumbled with her phone. Sweat glistened on her face, her eyes wide with something between fear and resolve. My stomach twisted. What was she doing? I could have called the police right then. The app had a button for it, glowing red like a warning. But this was Mom, the woman who'd bandaged my skinned knees, who'd cried when I left for college. I zoomed in on the feed. She was rifling through my desk, pulling out drawers, papers spilling to the floor. My heart raced. Was she stealing? Desperate? I hadn't seen her in so long. Had things gotten that bad? The truth was, we'd drifted apart long before that fight. Mom had always been stubborn, proud, refusing help even when Dad passed 5 years ago. I tried to stay close, but her bitterness grew, her calls laced with accusations. "You think you're better than us," she'd say. I didn't. I just wanted to breathe, to build something of my own. But watching her now, I felt guilt creep in. Had I abandoned her? She moved to the bookshelf, her fingers tracing the spines. Then she pulled out my old journal, the one I'd kept after Dad died. My breath caught. That journal held my rawest thoughts, my grief, my anger at her for shutting me out. Why did she want it? I tapped the app speaker icon, my voice shaking. "Mom, what are you doing?" She froze, her head snapping toward the camera. "Ellie." Her voice was small, cracked. The alarm still wailed, but she didn't move. "I didn't know you'd see me." "Then why are you in my house?" I demanded, my voice sharper than I meant. She flinched again, and I saw its shame. Not just for being caught, but something deeper. She clutched the journal to her chest, her shoulders sagging. "I needed to understand," she whispered. "You stopped talking to me, Ellie. I thought maybe your words here would tell me why." I felt like I'd been punched. All this time, I'd thought she was pushing me away, but was she just reaching out in her messy, broken way? I muted the alarm, the silence heavy. "Mom, you could have called. Asked. Anything but this." "I tried," she said, tears streaking her face. "You never answered. I thought you hated me." I didn't hate her. I was hurt, angry, but hate? No. I thought of all the missed calls I'd ignored, the texts I'd left unanswered. Maybe I'd built the wall between us as much as she had. "Mom, go home," I said softly. "We'll talk when I'm back." She nodded, setting the journal down like it burned her. "I'm sorry, Ellie. I miss you." I watched her leave, the camera catching her silhouette against the porch light. My chest ached. I'd spent so long running from her, from our past, but maybe what we needed wasn't distancy, it was honesty. When I got home, I'd call her. Not to fight, but to listen, to rebuild. That night, staring at my phone, I realized something. Family isn't perfect. It's messy, flawed, sometimes infuriating. But it's also worth fighting for, even when it means facing hard truths. Mom broke into my house. Yes, but maybe she also broke through the silence we'd both let grow. And for that, I was grateful.